Greetings to all of you incredible, infinite, unlimited beings. You realize that you are that, don't you? Your true nature as a soul traveler is that of an unlimited, infinite being with no limitations. Tune in to your intuition or your higher self and feel if that resonates with you. And if you're watching this video and you've come to this place, you're more than likely ready to receive this reflection. And this reflection is a reflection to myself, because I may be the only one creating my own reality, as you are creating your reality with your thoughts and your words, your intuition and your imagination. So I'd like to talk a little bit about tools for raising your consciousness and your awareness, which is key to creating that which you want, and at the same time knowing that everything that you shift, choose to love and not judge, starting with yourself, affects the whole consciousness, the collective consciousness of the universe. That's really great news. It's something that fuels my daily path, and you can use it to fuel your daily path. When I realized that not only was I clearing my own pain, shame, judgment, lack of forgiveness or resentment to other people that I felt had done me wrong, and in a lot of cases it appeared that they did. However, when I chose to look for the gift in every situation, which is key, find the gift in every situation, because there always is one. Yeah. Every single person and situation that shows up in your life is there specifically for only one reason. And that reason is to reflect back to you whatever's going on in your life, and also to raise your awareness and consciousness to the next highest level for you to evolve. There's no other reason for us to be here than to raise our consciousness and the collective consciousness of the planet. Love it. Anytime that we are in judgment of anything, whether it's ourself or anyone else, we are basically restricting the flow of infinite possibilities by judging and labeling something as bad or less than. This is really a wonderful key to get and to decide and commit that we're going to use our awareness every day. And every time we have a judgment, starting with ourselves, or of anybody else on the planet, it could be political, it could be somebody that you feel like they did something wrong to you. Forgiveness is the key. Because if you hold on to any energy that judges something as wrong, that energy is going to create and reflect back to you more of what you believe is wrong. It's so simple, but it's tricky if the ego is involved. When you choose, which is everyone's right, choose to drop back down into your heart and ask the simple question of what is the gift here? 5 simple words that'll change your life forever. What is the gift here? When you choose to ask that question, you immediately remove all resistance, all judgment, questioning everything is one of the greatest things you can do for your conscious awareness and to take you out of resistance to what may be happening around you. And when you remove that resistance by non-judgment, you then open up infinite possibilities for the universe, which is you, to shower you with everything you desire. The moment you judge or label anything, you immediately close off all other possibilities of magic showing up in your life. You are the magic. You are the creator. It's so simple. And yet a lot of us have received a lot of programming, myself included. That's why I'm on this journey. That's why I love to share this stuff, to empower others. I love it. I love going down the rabbit hole. I'm so thankful for all my mentors and teachers. And I'm so thankful and grateful to myself that I didn't decide to check out when I wanted to. And I asked the universe, the creator, God consciousness, whatever you want to call it, we are that. And I opened myself up and got out of resistance. And I do it every day. And I go back and forth. We all do. And I started asking questions. And I started questioning everything that I had been taught. Everything. From Catholic school, from my parents, or my parent, that I grew up with one parent. All the judgments that my family, grandparents, society put on me. And it all felt really heavy, heavy, heavy. And the key is to feel light, to be coming from a place of love and gratitude. And what I urge people to do, or I invite people to do when I work with them or even speak with them, is to find your purpose, to be on purpose. And what I mean, or what I'm reflecting by being on purpose is, are you pursuing that which really brings you joy and excitement in your life? Or are you doing what society told you that you should do in order to have a false sense of security? I've been there. I've been in the corporate world. I've trusted people thinking that they had the same kindness or integrity that I had. And I've also made a lot of mistakes, some of which I regret, but I won't do them again. And right now, I ask you, are you on purpose? Are you doing that which you truly love? That which is in your intuition, in your heart of hearts. If you were a 2 or 3 or 4-year-old child with no limitations, you had never been told no, you had never been told you can't, you shouldn't. The wonderful, amazing child that's still inside you. And the reason you know it's still inside you is because no matter what's going on in your life, your intuition will tell you what, I don't want to use the word should, it'll give you an invitation into what will make you feel like an unlimited being with freedom and joy and happiness. That's why we're here. There's no other reason that I have found for us to be here. We're not here to struggle. We're not here to be victims. We're not here to be in pain. We are here because we chose to be here. We are infinite, unlimited beings, and we're all here to support each other. Does that resonate at all? I love it. For the longest time, I didn't feel worthy of writing a book. I didn't feel worthy or good enough to speak my truth or do these videos. I sought out so many incredible mentors that I'm so grateful for. I've recorded and studied with some of the most amazing people on the planet, and I still had my programming. But the challenges and the traumas that I went through in my life, after I decided that I wasn't going to check out, end my life, I started asking questions. And a lot of the questions were things that nobody else was asking. And a lot of people, including my family and a lot of my friends, were not comfortable talking about. They seem content to move along in their lives, which I completely honor and respect. But my intuition said being inside the box was not the truth. Working away, hoping to spend most of my life working for someone else and then retiring towards the end of my life. It didn't resonate with me at all. It still doesn't. My path is not everybody's path, but I do follow people, and I really respect people that do what they love. And you can tell when someone's on purpose. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I have the blessing right now of being able to reflect my own thoughts back to myself. And I'm choosing to share that with other people, hoping that it will resonate with them like it did with me when I met Don Miguel Ruiz, one of my biggest mentors, author of The Four Agreements and many other books, Byron Katie, Marianne Williamson, Eckhart Tolle, Neil Donald Walsh, on and on and on. And I continue to study and follow that to this day because they teach living from your heart. If you're in fear, which we all have, and a lot of it doesn't even belong to us, a lot of your thoughts, emotions, if you're sensitive like I am, an empath, much of the stuff that we feel doesn't even belong to us, but we're all connected, so we feel it deeply, and some of us more than others, and it can be very uncomfortable. The key is to not use that against yourself and to keep coming back to love and gratitude and asking yourself, what is it that truly brings me joy? And if the judge pops in and says, you don't know enough to share that with people, you're not good enough, there's so many other people that are more qualified than you, those are all lies. Every judgment is a lie. Every single judgment that you have about yourself or anyone else is a lie. Period. I've studied it for a big percentage of my life. It is virtually impossible to be judging yourself or somebody else and to be happy. There's a big difference energetically between a judgment and an observation. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your words, your imagination, they are all creating in every moment. It may not show up instantly because we live in a 3D linear time frame, where in reality there is no such thing as time. But we created that so we could experience it in this dimension. If that's heavy to understand, I can't really prove it to you. It just resonates with me from the research that I've done. I don't remember my past lives. Some people do. I think that's great. But I do believe that I am and we are divine energy. And energy cannot be killed or dissipated. So therefore, our energy continues on and on and on. We may have been here thousands and thousands of times before. It may be our first time here. I don't know. It's not really important. The only thing that's important is, what are we focusing on right now in this moment? Because this is the only moment that there is, the present. We can think about the past. We can use it against us. We can think about the past and remember some amazing times. That's productive. That's good. That helps to create more momentum and energy moving forward if we're focusing on how grateful we are for the experiences that we had in the past. However, anything that we are resenting against ourselves or anyone else, shame, guilt, lack of forgiveness, it will never serve you. Because if you are in judgment of anything, you are essentially stealing from your own bank of happiness in that moment. Because you cannot be in judgment and be in love at the same time. Yeah, it's a good one to consider. Every judgment against yourself or anyone else, or any resentment against anyone else, is poison. And that is something that you may be holding on to, that may be keeping you from moving forward, blocking infinite possibilities to come through, because you have decided, or may have decided, just saying, that something was wrong, something is wrong. Someone else did something wrong to you, or you have done something wrong that you have not found a way to forgive or clear yet. And I'm here as a reflection for myself and for anybody watching this to say, let it go. Let it go. Love everything that comes up. It's the only key. Otherwise, you will continue to add energy to the story, and it will not serve you. The key to joy and happiness is gratitude for every breath that you have, and whatever comes up from your past or in any moment, love it. If you feel shameful, if you feel guilty, if you feel angry, hone your awareness, work on it every day, and go, oh, there's that old story. It's coming up to be healed. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're safe. You're an infinite, unlimited being. The mind, which is the ego, and the mind is a powerful tool. It's a wonderful tool. However, it is not nearly as powerful as the heart. So a wonderful tool is listening and feeling into your body. Every thought that you have has an energy to it. Yeah. Every single thought, and especially your judgments, has an energy to it. You can feel them. I feel them in my gut. And immediately when I feel that, I've trained myself through the process of awareness to say, that doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, it's probably a lie. If you're coming from a place of love. So you can gently notice those feelings. And the key is to shift immediately into a loving thought. To notice that that is a thought from the past. It has no effect on you in the present moment or your future moving forward unless you feed that story. And no one needs or benefits to feed a story from the past that is not empowering and that doesn't come from love. Every judgment that you have is really about you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. And this is a tricky one, or it can be. You really have to be willing to look at your stuff. And what I mean by your stuff is your judgments, your angers, your shames. Anytime you're pointing at somebody else or the world and saying that they're the cause of your unhappiness, that's stuff that you're invited to clear, to look at, and to shower with love. It's not your fault. We all have stuff. It's been handed down to us, whether you believe in multiple lifetimes. Most of us at least believe that we had parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and quite possibly other ancestors that we don't even have any recollection of. Well, they've all gone through some heavy traumas, and you may have received some of those, more than likely, as part of your life path. So don't resist them. Don't resist, ever. Look for the gift. Ask yourself those 5 super empowering words, which are in my upcoming book, Finding the Gift. So in every situation, if you can get on board with the fact that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's happening to uplift you because you are life. You're the only one creating this. It's your dream. It's your play. Yeah. Well, I feel still to this day, unfortunately, we came in with a lot of programming. And even today, I have a little bit of resentful energy around that. And that's my gift to get over. This is such a gift. Every breath, every glass of water, all the food that we receive every day. We're so blessed, so blessed. And when you focus on being blessed and finding all the things to be grateful for in your life, guess what? You, or the universe, which you are, is going to go, oh, you're blessed and grateful? Well, we're going to give you more of that. When we focus on what we're upset about, what we're angry about, what we think other people did to us, or what we say we want, instead of what we claim from a place of love, the universe is more than likely, in my experience, and from everyone that I've studied, they're going to give you more of what you're focusing on. So one of the tools that is in the forthcoming book, Finding the Gift, is an acronym, which is vowels, which in this case is WAYFORN, WAYFORN. WAYFORN. It's a word to remember if you want, and it stands for, what are you focusing on right now? What are you focusing on right now? There is only one place that I know of to create from, and that is the present moment. And so many times we get caught up in the past or in future tripping, and there's nothing wrong with visualizing, using your imagination like Walt Disney or Einstein or anybody else. That's how we create that which is going to show up in our life. Thoughts and words are energy. They are creating. So you're creating in every moment, whether you realize it or not. The key to joy and happiness is to be aware. Keep track of your thoughts. And you can tell if you're creating something wonderful, or what I call planting and watering seeds, because your intuition, which is your internal guidance system in your gut, your solar plexus for me, it'll tell you whether a thought or an emotion feels good. If it doesn't feel good, listen to it. Know that that's a lie. It's normally a story from the past, because it can't be from the future. Recognize it and go, oh, my button just got pushed again, or somebody triggered me, or I'm creating a story based on something that happened to me when I was a child. Then shower that emotion with love. And as quickly as you can, flip it, boom, into another thought that's empowering. Realize that the past is not serving you unless it's a wonderfully loving thought that you want to magnify and take forward into the future. In many cases, we so much use the past to become victims. We try and figure out the law of attraction. Why don't we have enough money? Why aren't we attracting what we want? These are all gifts to look at. And if we resist them, it's just like pouring gasoline onto a fire. If we use the 5 words, there's my hand. What is the gift here? Basically, to simplify it, we're asking, what is the universe or my higher self trying to gift me or show me in this moment? That immediately takes us out of resistance and opens up every infinite possibility for magic to come through in the universe. Step out of resistance. Notice when you're in resistance. You can feel it in your gut. Everything that we're doing here is just awareness training. You and I are here to do one thing: to raise our consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. There's no other reason that I have found for us to be here besides being happy, being in love. We are truly living in heaven. Anything that we see or judge, whether it's politics, people in other countries, horrific things that are even going on in our own backyards, we don't ignore them, but we don't feed them with negative energy. The key to change is love and compassion. I'm compassionate for people that don't have food. Yes, it angers me sometimes, but I use that anger as fuel. Fuel to turn it into love and ideas. And in my quiet times in meditation, I send out my love to everyone. And here's a beautiful thing that I've learned. When you clear or meet anger, judgment, resentment, shame, or anything in yourself, the bonus and benefit and the magic is that we're clearing it for the collective consciousness and everyone else on the planet. And when I finally figured that out, it gave me so much more fuel for my fire of love that not only was I doing it for myself, but it was affecting everyone else on the planet and beyond, because it's all connected, it's all energy. So I hope that you have maybe had a couple light bulb moments or resonated with something that I've reflected in this talk, because it's my absolute joy to share this. And I'm so grateful to my mentors that have taken me under their wings and reflected back to me when I was lost, didn't have a clue, and they just kept reflecting love back to me. And it's my joy to do that as well. So many blessings to you. If you'd like more information, meditations, more videos, check out thesourceoftruth.com, the website, or The Source of Truth on YouTube. And feel free to reach out and connect. There'll be workshops and many other things coming in the near future. It's my absolute pleasure to connect with you. Shower yourself with love. Shower every feeling that you have with love, and shower every feeling that you have about others being wrong with love. Compassion and forgiveness and gratitude are the keys to your happiness. Many blessings.